In this tutorial, I cover food chasing games, which can help dramatically increase your dog's food motivation. Toy chasing games, which can train your dog to want to work for a toy. Drop, as that's part of the toy chasing game, and also it's an important life skill. And marker/clicker training, as this can help speed up the learning process. Get yourself 20 treats. It could also be food from their daily allowance. I like to do this twice a day for 3 days. Simply say yes and drop a piece of food on the floor. Wait for them to finish eating and repeat. A marker is used to tell the dog that they've done a good job and that they've earned a reward. Alternatively, you could charge a clicker in the exact same way. Using a consistent marker can dramatically speed up learning, as you have a clear way to communicate that they've done the correct behavior. One of the reasons I like clickers is because they're completely consistent. However, I also train a verbal marker in case my hands are full or I've lost my clicker. The way you use it is you cue a behavior, mark the behavior, and then reward. Think of it like a camera. It's a snapshot that tells the dog exactly in that moment that is what got them the reward. This is a foundation dog training skill that I use every day for whatever I'm teaching the dogs. Every now and then, I top up the value of my marker by playing this game. For this game, I like to use soft treats. This reduces how much they need to stop and chew. I pack several into my hand, tucked alongside my thumb. I slowly release the food as I'm luring. She's eating the entire time she's moving. As she gets better at this, I gradually increase the speed of the lure, until we can move and turn quite quickly. Then I move on to using a distance lure. I aim to keep my hand within a foot of her nose the entire time. I need her to think that she can get it at any moment. Over time, I gradually increase the length of the rep, changing speeds and adding twists and turns. The duration of this game is very gradually built up. You want to end the game before they get bored or slow down. This keeps them wanting more. Drop is a life-saving skill. It's also an important part of the next game. I tuck food behind my thumb. I get her to engage with the toy by dragging it away from her, activating that chase instinct. To get her to drop, I get my food hand and I cup it over her nose. When she does, I mark yes and give her the treat. After we get a few reps in and she's dropping quickly, I repeat the previous step but don't cover her nose. Instead, I just hold a treat up near her face. Now she's got the hang of it, it's time to add a verbal cue. On a side note, it's important to let them win. No one likes playing a game that you lose every single time. I'd like to re-engage with a game of tug. If I get up and walk towards her, she's likely to play keep away with the toy. So instead, I just swat at the handle, which allows me to re-engage her. I now cue her to drop without a piece of food in my hand. I mark yes, and then I give her a piece of food. After getting a lot of reps in, I can now cue her to drop without me holding the toy, and without a piece of food in my hand. I can then mark yes, and either reward her with a piece of food, or reward her with a game of tug. When playing with toys like this, do not wrap the handle around your hand. It can increase the chances of being bitten on the hand. Instead, fold the handle up. It gives them a nice clear target. For this game, the act of chasing is just as rewarding as the catching and the tugging. As soon as we're done playing, this training toy goes away. It's never left lying around, and this is what maintains its value. To get started, I put her in a wide collar. This minimizes the amount of pressure on her neck. I also use a very short lead. I also use my left leg to help block her. The toy stays an absolute maximum of 1 foot away from her nose. This helps her believe she can catch it at any moment. With this game, I aim to bring out a little bit of frustration. This frustration is what increases her drive to get the toy. The duration of this game is very gradually increased. It started off only being a few seconds long, adding further seconds as her toy motivation increased. I always end the game well before she thinks that she's done. This maintains the value of the game and increases her drive over time. I now use this toy as a reward at the end of the training session, or after a very good rep. These skills create a dog who enjoys working for their rewards, and this will help you in whatever you want to train them.